percentage-wise, how many of employees under your purview are working remotely now? And how many do you expect to be working remotely, say, 2 years from now when this, by any standard, COVID is past us?
Thank you, Congressman. Just for clarification, are you asking for numbers within OPM or broadly?
Broadly.
So the number that I quoted is first that this is based on FEV scores throughout the pandemic.
Yeah.
Was 50%, more than 50% come in, into the office every day.
Does that mean 52% or?
I don't know. I know it's more than 50, but that's been the case. We have almost more than 2 million individuals in the workforce, and many of their occupations require them to be on site. And then the other data point is with the FEVS 2022, the respondents in that 60% indicated that they have significant in-person time in the office, which is a mix of being in the office
Okay,
and
so what's your
telework.
goal? What are we going to be at in 6 months? What is your goal? Say, what was it before this COVID began? What percent were not in the office before the COVID began and are teleworking? And what percent are we at now?
Well, Congressman, I don't know the numbers from before the pandemic. What I can say is that it significantly shot up, as we all know. Those numbers increased exponentially.
Okay,
but
you're still near 50% aren't back at work. I mean, I'll just tell you why it bugs me. In the middle of the pandemic, and I'm all for them, baby. I mean, I got a lot of manufacturing in my district. Sometimes the way I go home, I go through 3 cheese plants. Man, the parking lots are packed with people working third shift. I know somebody who's running a big packaging plant. Nobody ever took a day off. I mean, that's the way it is in the real world. And when we've been at this thing for 3 years, and 3 years, you're saying some people can't come to work. I mean, it's just an insult to the hardworking people of this country. And so I hope you give me the exact numbers. You should have the exact numbers anyway, of the people who 3 years after this thing broke are still working telework and you think should be or eventually will be back at work. Okay, and it does affect the quality of the work you do.